The first step to changing the desiccant on your dryer is to have all the necessary tools. All you need is 7/16 deep socket, a 5/16 socket, a Phillips head screwdriver, and an adjustable wrench. Now that you have all the necessary tools, we can begin disassembling the dryer and gain access to the desiccant. To ensure safety, we will begin by removing the power from the dryer to prevent accidental electrical hazards. Next, using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove all the bolts holding on the back panel. Be careful, it's quite heavy. Make sure to hold onto the back panel as you remove the bolts. If your unit has a fan on the back panel, be careful to avoid tugging on the wire connected to the inside of the machine. After the back panel is removed, carefully place it beside the dryer. Now that you have access to the desiccant towers, you can begin to start the disassembly process. Locate and loosen the hose clamp connecting the hose from the zone valve to the top of the tower. Remove the hose from the tower. If the hose has been in place for a long time, twisting the hose may help in the removal of the hose. Once the hose is removed, remove the nut on the center tower clamp. Remove the nuts that hold the heater wires on the heater. Cut the zip ties holding the thermocouple plugs together and unplug the thermocouples from the upper half of the tower. The top section of the tower is now free to lift off. Place it on a work area so that further work can be done. Remove the top screen from the bottom half of the tower, still installed in the machine. Vacuum out the desiccant from the bottom half. Be careful, as this process can generate quite a bit of dust. With the tower on the bench, remove the top tower clamp and set aside the cone and screen from the upper half. Desiccant is safe to be disposed of in landfill, so please dispose of the desiccant in the upper half of the tower in a nearby garbage can. Repeat these steps for every other tower in your machine. Begin to refill the upper half of the tower. Fill into capacity. Tap the side of the tower with a rubber mallet to settle the desiccant. Continue to fill and settle more desiccant into the tower until tapping the tower results in no further room. Repeat this for the lower half of the tower. Place back on the cone, screen, and clamp to the upper section and tighten until the cone can no longer move. Place the screen and clamp back onto the lower half of the tower. Line up the top half of the tower to the lower half and fasten the last clamp. Reconnect and tighten the nuts over the heater wires. Reconnect the thermocouples, loop a small zip tie through the two centermost holes in the thermocouples and tighten. Reattach the hose to the cone on the top of the tower, tightening the hose clamp. Finally, close and bolt on the back panel.